Hello there, you're watching Go Island, coming to you today from the Maritime Discovery Centre.
Aaron Vissia Financial Go Island is brought to you by Aaron Vissia Financial.
Well, hello there, you are watching Go Island. We could call it the Lighthouse Edition or the Maritime Discovery Edition. Either one will do, because we're here talking about the Saturday activities that are happening all summer long at the Maritime Discovery Centre. So, of course, I'm with Mike McDowell. You are Mr. Maritime Discovery himself.
I guess so. That would be my title. I've been called worse.
So, Mike, what goes on here every Saturday?
Well, we always do kids programs every Saturday. They go on from 10 o'clock until 12 o'clock noon. And basically it's just free family fun dealing with maritime themes. Basically we'll have kids crafts, activities, get outside when the weather's nice, painting the pier, sidewalk chalk. But again, it's basically big idea is to try to bring families together in a fun environment, and of course down by our beautiful waterfront.
And I think part of it is also to bring families to the Maritime Discovery Centre, to let them know what a great resource this is, what a fun place it is.
Well, absolutely. That's always the bonus as well. We do have about 5 different exhibits here consisting of Ocean Networks Canada, this Seashot Whaling exhibit, also different ones dealing with the U-Chucks and the Lady Rose, and also looking at some maritime disasters that kind of went in the area as well. And of course the Lighthouse has its own exhibit as well.
Now, I'm always surprised, because we come down here every year. I'm always surprised there are always people who have never been here before. That amazes me.
It is kind of sad, actually. It's neat in some ways, because I've worked here long enough that every year we always get at least about 100 locals who come down here who've never been through here. And I mean, it's been here since 2001, I think, at least, well before I worked here. And each year they come through and they're amazed at what kind of things we offer here, especially as a volunteer group. You know, we kind of not necessarily work with the museum, but in association with them. But they're amazed at what we can produce as a volunteer group. And we're always looking for volunteers as well.
Well, I'm always amazed by it as well. And you know, as museums have changed over the years, they've become more hands-on, interactive. And this is totally an interactive space, isn't it?
Yeah, we do have quite a few things. We do have a couple interactions where you can kind of go onto YouTube and see what Neptune Canada has to offer. We have a neat interactive dealing with the Lady Rose and the U-Chucks, and kind of looking at some of what they have to offer. And you can always go online. We have a website, albernieheritage.com, and just obviously go to the Maritime Discovery Centre. After that, we have a Facebook presence as well. We're always looking to you know, get our voice out through that way, and various other aspects too. So yeah, I mean, it's part of today's culture that you have to be kind of interactive as well.
And the most interactive activity of all is the Maritime Saturdays. What are they called officially?
Saturdays by the Sea.
Saturdays
Absolutely.
by the Sea. Hands-on, free activities for your kid. Different theme all summer long. I think the only Saturday it's not happening is August 2nd, the long weekend Saturday.
Yeah, we're going to let people celebrate BC Day.
There's an art rave going on that weekend too, so there's lots of things for your kids to do. The different themes, if you're looking at me right now on TV, right below me, there's a little ticker going across, that's our message board. It will bring you up to date on what's coming up next on Saturday at the Sea. So look down for that. There's a website too, they can find that information?
Absolutely, it would be albernieheritage.com.
Okay, he just said that and I missed that. We're going to talk a little bit more. In fact, we're going to go up to the Lighthouse and talk to one of those students who's working at the Maritime Discovery Centre all summer long, leading the Saturdays by the Sea. But first, we're going to head off with Jenny Fortin, who checks into a car wash that's more than a car wash. Well, hello again. You are still watching Go Island. We've moved up to the Lighthouse. I'm getting in the swing of things up here on Saturdays by the Sea. And you know, I told you we were going to talk to one of the young ladies who's running the Saturday by the Sea. She's way too busy to talk to us, so we've brought Mike up here to the Lighthouse to tell us a little bit more about Saturday by the Sea. This is such a popular event. Have you had lots of families out in the past?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, over the last year we had about 1,400 folks come through, participants, and over the last 3 years, I say we're close to 5,000. So each year, very busy. Week to week, it varies depending on the weather and such like that. But yeah, they're always busy. Grandmothers, parents, kids themselves, they want to come here to try something different. So
Unbelievable. And you know, we talked about this being very hands-on, about the way museums have changed. They're very interactive. And today there is a lot of painting going on, there's a lot of creativity. It is always a very creative event.
Yeah, absolutely. Try to change things up as much as we can. This week we're doing painting. Next week is First Nations theme. The week after that, Banfield Marine Center is coming. So try to bring in as many different activities as possible. And even throughout August, we have different boats, I guess, service boat day, where we get the fire boat, the police boat come down, let kids and families climb aboard and see what we have to offer.
Unbelievable, and it culminates, I know this because our own Jenny Fortin has taken part in this, it culminates in a big fishing derby.
Yeah, the fishing derby is always the end of the year. It's always a big celebration. We get about 200-300 people show up. Jenny's done quite well in the past, actually, her and her family. This year, I think we'll be at Centennial Pier because our access to our piers taken away this year for repairs. But Centennial Pier is a great location, and you're that much further out that you could probably get a big salmon too.
Unbelievable, salmon. I don't know, Jenny, do you think your nephew can catch a salmon? He might be able to pull one out. We do have more to talk about with Saturdays by the Sea, but first we're going to go to a story and find out about one of the most unique races that's ever been run. Well, hello again. You're still watching Go Island. We are still here at the Lighthouse at the Maritime Discovery Centre. And you know, Mike McDowell mentioned earlier that they're always looking for volunteers because, of course, it's the Maritime Heritage Society that owns and operates the Maritime Discovery Centre. And if you've ever wanted to get involved with a group, this might just be the group for you. What kind of volunteer activities do they do?
Well, we do things obviously throughout the year surrounding the maritime heritage of Port Alberni. Whether it's getting together to talk about stories, getting together and building projects that would be welcome in a center like this, most anything. And we're always open to anybody who has a passion for anything to do with maritime, and we'll simply embrace anybody who's willing to come down here. So. Yep.
If this sounds like something you're interested in, how do they contact you?
They can always phone the center throughout the summertime, 723-6164. We do have our email, which is portalbernimhs@gmail.com. That or simply just come down for the summer. We'd be glad to talk to you, put you in contact with some other people who do the exact same thing, and hopefully we'll welcome you gladly into our maritime family.
Do they get a hat like this?
We could arrange something like that, absolutely, whatever it takes. A pirate patch, perhaps, whatever you need.
Arr.
Arr.
We could do that.
Yes.
Mike, thank you so much for telling me about it. We are almost at the end of our show, but before we say goodbye, we're going to send you to another group of youngsters in the Alberni Valley who are getting a very active start. Well, I've given my hat to the captain. I think he kind of rocks it a little bit more than I did. Make sure you mark Saturday mornings on your calendar. Saturdays by the Sea, 10 to 12 right here at the Maritime Discovery Centre. Every Saturday except for August 2nd, all summer long. Until we meet again, be good to each other.
Aaron Vissia Financial Go Island is brought to you by Aaron Vissia Financial, supporting community and providing personalized advice and service to clients since 1996. Our team is ready to help you with your financial future.